Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. I want to share with you a personal story that happened. And this happened about maybe 5 or 6 years ago, something like that. And it was at a Halloween party at a local bar. And it was about a fair amount of people there. I was there dressed up as, what they call like a shower man. For those of you who've seen the Karate Kid with Ralph Macchio, he had, that shower costume, except I used a hula hoop in this one stick, and I put like a shower curtain around it. And I was wearing shorts, and I put on a towel around my waist and a shower cap. And I put little um, cotton, like a fist size, a handful of cotton, put it in certain parts of my body to make it look like soap scum. And I carried a brush with me and stuff like that. And I won first place in one local bar. Actually, three of them, and I won second place in another one in previous Halloween parties. This time I didn't win. There was other people who had better costumes, but oh well. Anyways, I decided to get drunk, and when I was pretty much buzzed up, I came up to this one girl. She was very nice looking. I forgot what the hell she was dressed up as. I don't remember. But the thing about it is, she was there drinking, and then I came up to her, and hopefully I thought she was gonna be like impressed with my Halloween costume and stuff like that. And she was kind of. So I started talking to her, and me being me, I started flirting with her. And then we started talking about certain things, and then she brought up something about her used to being an assistant for a stage musician, and she did that, like she said, about it's been like about 4 years ago that she last did it, and she hasn't done that ever since. And this woman was about maybe 26 years old, I think. She was in her mid 20s. She said she was an assistant for some years, and I said, "Oh wow, that's interesting. That's cool." And she, what did you what kind of stuff did you actually did for him? And as far as she said basically the basic stuff that you would usually see in as that stage musicians would do. And I says, "Well, how do you do?" And I started asking her questions about how do they do this. And then she kind of like looked at me, and she shook her head, says, "I can't say how the trick is done. We take an oath of not saying what it is." And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I can understand if you're still active, but since you're not doing that anymore, and it was years ago since you last did it, you're not active anymore in that kind of thing. You're doing something else now. It's been already 4 or 5 years. You still can't tell me the secret about you know how these tricks are done, or even one particular trick. And she said, "No, I'm sorry, I can't tell you." And in a way, I could understand, but in another sense, I couldn't understand because she's not active anymore. Maybe I'm a little bit naive. I'm just, saying this. I don't know. But what really kind of like got to me was the way she responded. And then it says, I know they use trickery and those and stuff like that, but we're talking about the more serious type of illusion kind of thing. She says that she knew secrets of how the major type of magic tricks are done, and she said she's not allowed to say how they do it. So I started taking a guess: is it because of this, or is it that they do it by doing this and that? And she says no. And when I started bringing up something having to do with the paranormal, she stopped smiling and she says, "No, it's not. It's not that. It's not anything like that." And then about maybe 5 or 6 seconds later, she decided to walk away from me. She was being kind of like aloof, and she says, "Okay." And I said to her, "Okay, I'm sorry. We'll change the subject. I just want." And then she said, "Yeah, I know. It's okay. I just gotta go talk to so and so." And then I noticed that she was avoiding me the whole night, even though there was only 2 hours left of bar time. And whenever I tried to strike a conversation with her, talking about something else, again she was aloof, and she wouldn't talk to me. I'm like, okay, if I did something wrong, I apologize. I mean, I shouldn't say what I said, but I just there's no need for you to walk away. But the thing about it is, when I said, does it have anything to do with the paranormal? As far as I didn't say that it was that the magician was using real witchcraft, and I didn't wasn't implying that. I was kind of implying something having to do with the type of typical things you hear about when people are able to do some kind of magic tricks that involved a little help from, I don't know how I can actually say this. I don't know how to actually say it, but it does have to do with what I would believe with the paranormal, with the help of science. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to even say this, but I said this to her, and she got a little bit uncomfortable. And of course she said, no, it's not. We don't. It's not because of that. That's not how the magicians do it. And when she said that, that's when she started to wanting to keep her distance from me. So I never really understood that. So even when I started to change the subject about our, when I attempted to talk to her again to talk about something else, she would always try to avoid me. So I found that very kind of like strange, and maybe I stepped over the bounds a little bit. I guess I don't know, but I don't think it actually justifies what she did. So if anybody has any kind of thought of why do you think she actually did that, I would like to know, because it just, even to this very day, it kind of bugs me a little bit. It kind of bothers me. So did she have any? Do you believe that she had the actual right attitude? Do you think she was in the right by trying to avoid me just because I asked her that type of question? I mean, it's not like I was coming on to her. I was flirting with her, just goofing around. But then when we got to the subject, talking all friendly, talking about one thing after another, and then the subject about what she does, what she used to do for a living, And then she started saying that she took an oath not to say how the trick is done. And one thing that she also remembered was when that I remembered. I mean, it says, "What do you think would happen if the people found out really how it's actually done? Would they be scared? Would they be excited? Would they be angry?" And that's what really that was the last question that I asked her that actually wanted to make her that actually made her uncomfortable, and she started to walk away from me, making an excuse. I got to go and talk to this person, and then she started avoiding me for the rest of the night, for the rest of the 2 hours. That's the part that actually got to me. All she has to say is they will be excited. She could even lie to me if she wanted to by saying they would be excited, or they would probably be a little bit upset, and I don't know. She could have just came up with some kind of lie. I don't understand. But what's wrong with finding out how the people would actually react if they found out? That's the thing that I don't understand. I don't understand that part at all. If anybody out there knows the reason why she actually became aloof with me, and just because of that question, how would someone react? Well, how would the people react if they found out how the trick is done? Would they be angry, scared, excited? Why is that a question that's so much of a no-no, or a forbidden question? Or I just don't understand that part. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Questions or comments, you know what to do. And this is Dare to Speak. And to all of you, take care.